Exploring North Korea's hidden gems, our journey to the forbidden land. Fact 1. North Korea is the most closed country in the world, and foreign tourists are not allowed to enter without special permission. This is due to the political and economic isolation of the country from the international community. Tourists who manage to obtain permission to visit North Korea can see many sights, such as the monument to Kim Il-sung, the Museum of Military History, and many others. Fact 2. North Korea has its own version of calligraphy, called chosonchzon. This is the art of writing that developed in Korea from ancient times. In North Korea, calligraphy is one of the national arts and is used for writing poetry, prose, and other texts. Fact 3. North Korea has its own version of the national dance called chongsong. This dance is one of the national symbols of North Korea and depicts the beauty and grace of Korean women. Fact 4. North Korea has its own version of the national holiday, called Day of the Sun. This holiday is celebrated on April 15th in honor of the birthday of Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea. On this day, many festive events and parades are held. Fact 5. North Korea has its own version of the national language, called chosonchzon. This is the language used in North Korea for communication and writing texts. It has its own features in grammar and vocabulary, distinguishing it from the South Korean language. Fact 6. North Korea has its own version of the national cuisine, which includes such dishes as kimchi and pansang. These are dishes that are traditional for Korea and widely spread in North Korea. Kimchi is fermented cabbage, and pansang is a set of various snacks. Fact 7. North Korea has its own version of national music, called chosonchzon. This is a musical art that developed in Korea from ancient times. In North Korea, chosonchzon is used to create national musical compositions and accompany national dances. Fact 8. North Korea has its own version of the national costume, called chosonot. This is a traditional costume that Koreans wore in ancient times. It consists of a long skirt and jacket decorated with national patterns. Fact 9. North Korea has its own version of the national sport called taekwondo. This is a martial art that developed in Korea from ancient times. In North Korea, taekwondo is one of the national sports and is used to train military and athletes. Fact 10. North Korea has its own version of the national theater called chosongguk. This is a theater that developed in Korea from ancient times. In North Korea, chosongguk is used to stage national performances and dramas. Fact 11. North Korea has its own version of the national calendar, which starts with Kim Il-sung's birthday. This calendar is used in North Korea to indicate dates and holidays. It differs from the international calendar and uses its own system of year numbering. Fact 12. North Korea has its own version of the national emblem, which depicts a brush and hammer. This emblem symbolizes the labor and creativity of the people of North Korea. Fact 13. North Korea has its own version of the national flag, which depicts a red star on a white background. This flag symbolizes socialist ideals and the struggle for independence and freedom. Fact 14. North Korea has its own version of the national anthem called aegukka. This anthem is one of the national symbols of North Korea and is used at official events and parades. Fact 15. North Korea has its own version of the National Museum, which is located in Pyongyang and contains more than 200,000 exhibits. This museum is one of the largest in Asia and contains many historical and cultural artifacts related to the history of North Korea. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more.